One of the reasons that even going into year 7, we feel confident that the Switch can have a strong performance over the next few years is that it is still truly a unique device. That's Doug Dowser, president of Nintendo of America, talking with the Associated Press, and if this is the case, then there are two things. First, this aligns with something that we said in early 2023. Nintendo is aware of how close the Switch is to becoming not only the best-selling Nintendo console ever, beating out the 3DS, but the best-selling console ever by beating out the PlayStation 2, and I think they want both of those accolades badly after many doubted Nintendo after the abysmal sales of the Wii U. Second, this statement gets me thinking that if there's 2 more years, then there's likely more consoles coming to Nintendo Switch Online. So what's next? Well, chronologically, the next home console would be the GameCube. Assuming that Nintendo will continue repeating history, we wanted to figure out what GameCube games will launch with Nintendo Switch Online. There are 2 things to keep in mind before figuring out the top 5 games. First, these games need to be high profile enough to get people excited, sharing the news on social media, and drive people to sign up or upgrade their subscription. Second, these titles haven't received or are likely to receive a new remake, remaster, or port. For that reason, games like Super Mario Sunshine, Resident Evil 4, and Metroid Prime just received special treatment in one way or another, so they won't be included on this list. Here are the top 5 GameCube games for Nintendo Switch Online. Luigi's Mansion 3 brought this series to everyone's attention that the first 2 games couldn't do. Luigi's Mansion 3 from Next Level Games was amazing and sales rewarded the quality with over 12 million sold as of the last earnings report. There was no doubt in my mind that they're working on the next entry in the series, especially after the sales of Luigi's Mansion 3. The timing of GameCube on Switch would line up well with a new Luigi's Mansion title, and giving players a chance to play the first entry in the series that launched with the GameCube would be a smart move before releasing Luigi's Mansion 4. In summer 2020, Paper Mario: The Origami King was released and became the best-selling game in the long-running series with about 3.5 million sold to date. Granted, the series has never been a system seller, but it does have a cult following, and Origami King was a great adventure. The Thousand Year Door, however, is widely regarded as the best entry in the series, and for all of the new players to Paper Mario, giving them a chance to play one of the best in the series would get people interested. In terms of Zelda games released on the GameCube, the 2 most popular would easily be Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, which are also both considered in the conversation of the best Zelda games of all time. There have been strong speculation for a while now about remakes or ports of these 2 games. It's been rumbling for about as long as we've been hearing about Metroid Prime Remaster, which eventually came out. And with those 2 games likely getting the premium treatment, that leaves the door open for Four Swords Adventures. This is also the Zelda game from GameCube that would actually benefit from Nintendo Switch Online the most, with its available 4-player co-op. One of the Nintendo P that would make the most sense to bring back today would be FZero, as there is nothing like it in Nintendo's current Switch portfolio. Mario Kart can be easy to play but hard to master, but it isn't the same hardcore racer that FZero is. If there is any truth to Nintendo bringing back the series, releasing FZero GX on Nintendo Switch Online would be a great way to test the waters for interest in the series. Star Fox has fallen a long way from its glory days on the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64 when it revolutionized console controllers with the Rumble Pack that was included with Star Fox 64. It would be great if both Star Fox Adventures and Star Fox Assault came to the Nintendo Switch Online, but for the sake of this list, only one can make it. Star Fox Assault would likely make a bigger splash despite the fact that it wasn't as well received at the time. However, it features much more of what made the series special in the first place, with a primary focus on flying the R-Wing, whereas Star Fox Adventures was much more in line with Ocarina of Time.